that. All right. I just realized something I can do now. With a few OBS tricks, I can actually make it so they can play any color they want. And I just realized that. I don't know if anyone here knows anything about OBS and editing tricks and stuff. But because it always shows the color in the stats up here, I can do a tool that'll grab whatever color this is and then put it behind their name in that exact same interest. I got big ideas, boys. Big ideas for. I'm always thinking of cooler ideas for content. Ladies and gentlemen, on the left-hand side, playing as Loki, one of my favorite gods to watch. It is HuskSuppe in the red. I never said thank you, and you'll never have to. And on the right-hand side, in the blue, we have Matreiuss playing as Odin. This is Yellow River. No Chinese being played in this map feels like a crime. Yeah, guys, use those channel points and vote. What's going on, YouTube chat? Aramanivs? Bro, I can't pronounce it. I'm trying. That's hard. Yeah, guys. You guys are having a good morning. I think Odin used to just straight up win this matchup, right? With cav spam and all that. I think Loki does a little better now. Like Odin looks like Loki to me. This is Loki. What are you talking about? This is Loki, and this is. Are you trolling me right now, Blaze? Dude, Blaziken's a cool name too, by the way. Let's still go to these relics. We have these scales of Echidna. Myth unit food, wood and gold cost minus 50% at current. That's pretty good for myth units. Score. Oh, Pegasus. I swear, dude. Looks like they've already grabbed a few relics. We'll look at those in a second. We have the Eye of Ornlu. Damage of melee attack plus 5% of base for a pacifist and axeman. That makes them even more disgusting in infantry fights. Let's take a look at the relics that we've gotten. Oh, he got both. Text of Emotep, building time minus 10% of current. That's really good. And then myth unit damage vulnerability to pierce minus 15%. That's also really good. Is that water crossable? So yeah, if you're watching in 4K, I don't even think you have to watch. If you're just watching, if you look on the mini map here on the right, that light blue area, that's crossable water. And then dark blue on the map is not crossable. Speaking of 4K, if you guys are able to watch in 4K, streaming this game in the highest quality possible in 4K for you. I don't know if I have FX on. I guess my stream just started, so I don't really mind going to look at this real quick before I get yelled at by a zoo. I don't know if he's here or not. Yeah, I don't even have anti-aliasing on, so like my computer is running the game at maximum. Sometimes if I start dropping frames, I'll come in here and I'll put this on, I believe it's, yeah, FXAA, because it's almost indistinguishable from 4K, almost indistinguishable from 4K, but it drops the pressure on my PC down quite a bit. I broke something. There we go. Let us see the earlier. It's too late. My stream's cooked. That's it. You guys are all gonna leave now because I messed with the settings for 15 seconds. Azu's gonna come in here and beat on me. It's a horrible thing. You guys don't know. I mean, Azu just when the stream ends, it's awful. I don't want to get into specifics. It's not nice. Mr. Broadcaster. Yeah, and we talked about this earlier. Oh my god, he actually went the immunity route. I just realized that. By the way, I love this unit. I think visually it's one of the coolest looking units. If you turn around, that'd be nice. Technically, I can do this. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Give me a second. Let me take a look at this bad boy. We like almost never saw this unit. It's just too buggy. What's buggy about him, would you say? Oh, the special attack works? Yeah. That speed buff he gives to your units is insane, though. Australia gets 4K Twitch. Why would they bother? Doesn't your guys' internet, like, kind of... I guess it depends on where you're at, but a lot of is that what you're talking about by buggy? How he just stands still for 10 minutes? I don't know. That was weird. Is that what just happened right there? Aaron, is that what you just typed? Is that what we just saw? Is that why it wasn't moving? That's kind of funny. All right, we got one raiding cav in the north. That's not going to do anything. We have the tower upgrade here for soup. Yeah. But if they fix it or whatever, I think it'd be good. Because I think it's a really cool unit. I love the aspect of the speed buff because in theory, right? If your opponent's going cav like this, where Odin kind of dominates because his cav heals and all that, if you go herdman and like his Sir, and then you have a few Aniri in there, every time they try to poke and then run away, that speed buff should technically allow you to catch up, do a bunch of damage, and get a few kills every single time you engage. I need to get some cards. You know how I have cards for the gods at the start of the game? I need cards for like minor gods and units and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. This movement speed. Oh, it's also a damage buff. That's actually really cool. Wait, he has a snare? Well, I think every unit has a snare, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, they all have snares. Try raiding the south again, but a gate was put up, so he should be fine. Who do you guys think wins the ultra late game here? If we get past Mythic, do you guys think it's Loki or Odin? It's very interesting, right? Because in the terms of the Mythic unit part of the aspect, Loki gets to spawn in with units for free, right? Which is great during fights, especially late game. However, Odin's going to be getting more favor overall, period. That's just the way it is. Unless I'm missing something, I'm pretty sure Odin gets way more favor. Unless someone knows something I don't. Rock Golem. Rock Golem Lake. What do you mean Rock Golem Lake? He doesn't get rock. He can spawn him in randomly. He doesn't get to choose. Oh, if he spawns. Yeah. I was like, what do you mean? How does he just get? Yeah, he can get him randomly. You can't account for that, though. You know what'd be really cool is when the first time I saw Loki, because I didn't know I didn't know that right when the new god came out, right when Freyr came out, I didn't know that Loki be able to spawn in the new myth units. And when I watched Loki spawn in a Fenrir, that was so cool. That was insane to watch that happen. That thing that scared the opponent too. Got walls coming up along the entire right-hand side here from Matreiuss. Already has that second TC as well. By the way, this wall might look like it does nothing on the minimap, but it does because you actually can't cross that water, so that blocks the entire north portion of the map. Kavath versus Roppel is today? Absolutely. All right, we're going to start seeing him beating on the wall here. He's looking to go in, but today already has some herdmen here. That's already. Oh my god, 2 of those go down immediately. Herdman not messing around. Going straight into those throwing axemen. Also getting some upgrades as well. Bold players going into heroic right now. Only again 1 TC for Soup, so his eco is not going to be as good as Matreiuss. Herdman damage multiplier towards Cav. Well, let's take a peek.
Tilbuin.
4x multiplier. So they poke, the horse dies. Alright, so 65 military versus 53. We do got a Raven up there, so he does know about everything going on. Isn't it best of when we have not had any best of 3 the entire tournament? What are you talking about? And it's a best of 7. So I don't know. What are you saying? Yep, that's right. Ice versus fire. Day versus night. Oh, good undermine coming across. And it does take down the hill fort. That was such a good undermine. Yeah, this is a loser's bracket game, so this is a best of 5. Later on, we got a winner's final best of 7. And again, today's not the grand final. The grand final is next week. So he's trying to lead him down to this choke, which would actually be a good place to fight from Matreiuss. He might. Yeah, he's going to fight in the choke. No. Yeah, there you go. And a forest fire. That's a really good forest fire. That's going to force him back, and he lost quite a bit of HP from that. All right. Fighting continues. Look at this. Getting a new army out here ready to rock and roll as well. Soup's actually looking very strong right now. Now, he does have quite a bit less eco. So remember, if at any point Matreiuss catches up in military, that's when Soup's going to be in some serious trouble. Fort coming in down here. Got a longhouse there as well. Just vacuuming straight up through the north right now. Is that fort? I believe it is, yep. Basins, yep. He's sacking onto the TC. Now, if he tried to use his flaming weapons, he's gonna get frosted for sure. Yeah, this is not good for Matreiuss, guys. This is not good for Matreiuss. Soup is going in right now. Watching Loki play so well makes me so happy. And there's a big frost coming down. That is not going to save you because flaming weapons is probably going to drop in as soon as that's over. He did get a troll. Get him, troll, get him. Ooh, frost giant coming in. All right. Frost, see, look. Let's be honest, that doesn't make any sense. How does a frost giant freeze a frost giant? Let's think about this logistically for a second. And flaming weapons to end the game, I assume, or just straight up end? I'm not sure. Where are you going? You sneak some gold. Look how many battle boars there are. Two, three, that's right. A 1, 2, a 3, 4, 5. The plan from Matreiuss, is that another hill fort? Oh, that's a great haul. 48 military to 109. I remember he still has flaming weapons in his pocket. Battle boars are so good at tanking damage for structures and then just doing it back. Look at this. 66% pierce armor. Just takes like nothing. This looks bad. Well, it certainly doesn't look good. Got a little raid onto the gold up here for Matreiuss. TC in the middle, too. I like the Frost Giant spam we got going on up here. But remember, guys, Jarls do have a... I guess they don't have it. Never mind. Disregard what I just said. By the way, I love the way Jarls look. The Great Jarls were so cool. I like the chainmail they got for their horse. It's beautiful. And yeah, Soup gonna take game number 1. We kind of saw that a little while ago, but today just kind of dragged it out. Yeah, about right here is where things start to take a little bit of a turn. All right, GG's in the chat, though, guys. GG's in the chat. New prediction will be live in a moment. Let's hop on over to the God Draft. What's the best Cav unit? Well, it depends. Best at what? Because technically, Cav versus Cav, it'd be Protodomos, right? Or is there a better one than Protodomos? Does Poseidon or Zeus or anybody have a better unit than Prodomo? Okay, don't say Terma. What are you doing? Ban Mystical. Oh, by the way, guys, my one image just got updated by my editor, so we can actually see the playoffs announcement in terms of like where everybody's at and where everybody's gone through. Would you guys like to see that? See if I can grab that and put it on the stream here in a minute. Okay, is it? Spoiling my fun. God, my editor's so good. All right, here's the current playoffs. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. You guys can actually see the dates of everything now as well. Everyone asking about dates and all that. I mean, all we have left is one Saturday and Sunday, but there you go. You're right. The White Tiger Cav is really good, Mystical. Those units are sick. That might be... Look, I'm going to be honest. Top 5 best looking visually units in the game. A champion White Tiger Cav. Or just champion Tiger Cav. Might be top 5. I don't know if you can name 5 units better visually appealing than those. But I'll tell you this, just from knowing Japanese aesthetics, the Japanese might come out with some units that probably have better looking stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. Champion Destroyers, they remind me of the 300 from the movie where the Spartans. I know it's not even the same mythos or anything, but like a bunch of golden champion destroyers lined up, just look like the 300, dude. I know it's square shield instead of round and all that, but I don't care. I don't care. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys, we're jumping into the next game here in a moment. Well, they actually jumped into their game pretty quick. Let me get the game ready for you guys. Okay. Studio mode, in game. Swap the colors. Yeah, that looks correct. All right. All right, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And also, vote in the chat. Use those channel points to vote for who you think will win. And let's get it on. I messed up the transition there, but don't worry about that. I gotta mess up the Twitch and I'm gonna fix that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the right-hand side in the red, we have Matreiuss gonna be playing. Wait, soup. We have soup. Why do the colors are messed up? Thought I fixed it. I'm bad. There we go. There we go. On the right, in the red, we have soup playing as Nua. Now, look, I actually messed up the colors again. I'm gonna have like a mental breakdown. Why is it doing that? It's the names that are backwards. There we go. And there we go. Boom! I fixed it all. That took a minute to get all right. Oh my God, he's going for we gotta do away with the intros. This man is going for the military camp rush. He's doing the sauce. Do you guys see this? He is going for the sauce. And it's a single gold start on this map, so you have to just leave. The gold is completely ruined. As soon as that tower upgrade comes in, I don't know what he's gonna do. Yep, tower upgrade is in now. Oh boy. So what do you do in this situation? Do you find a way to take that down? Do you build a bunch of priests so you can just out-heal the DPS? I don't know. This is not good for Matreiuss, guys. Soup is putting on a clinic right now. He's putting up a silo. He's going to take his gold in front of his base so he can't get it. Oh my God. Where's that priest going? Oh no. He's even got pioneers in here. Dude, Soup is going crazy. Yeah, the pioneers are going to come around the backhand side here to deal with the Sphinx. Oh my God, the priest got sniped! This is such a bad start for Matreiuss. Yeah, see, this time, though, he's got the gold cut off. He knows if he grabs this gold or not. He's got the structures around. As long as he blocks that gold, too, I think he's got it. It's right. It never works until it does. Now we got two Sphinx coming back, and the Pioneers are going to go around the backhand side here to go back after those Sphinx. Keeping him off gold for this long has got to be painful. Look at this. He's going to go for a second TC behind this. So even if Matreiuss recovers, he's going to be behind. Oh my God. The hyper aggression into the second TC is crazy. Nice micro from Matreiuss, though, pulling these back. Not sure why he keeps bringing the priest over there. I'd bring the priest over here. Let's have that priest keep healing your villagers for sure. Oh, Bill goes down. Putting a silo there. Gonna start getting some more resources. He's gonna eventually fight this off. The thing is, Soup's eco behind this is going to be disgusting. What did he just get a tower on? On this? Oh my god, he put a tower on the other gold. That's diabolical. What's the cost of machine workshop plus tower attachment? I actually don't know what the tower attachment costs. Throw in there. But this structure costs 200 wood and 100 gold, so there's that. It's not cheap. If he loses a villager here from just 2 spearmen, that's going to be crazy. Won't matter too much, obviously, but... I like that he's just chilling around this. Wonder what he's going to save his wall for. Oh, he got tower upgrades at all. Good morning, Elsevier. Last chance to vote, guys. Last chance to vote. Cast them votes now. Spearmen need to be fast so you can race to the egg. Oh my god, he's gonna put a stronghold up here just to protect his gold. He's gonna turn these into towers! Oh my god! Dude, Soup is so dirty! Oh my god. I guess he's not gonna have time. The walls are gonna go down. That'd be so funny. Oh man. Well, fortunately that got scouted for him, so that's not gonna work. You know what he could have done? He could have done an earth wall where it like protected these a little bit, gave him a little bit more time, but not gonna be the case. Guys, but today's is up quite a bit on military. Obviously Soup's got a much better eco, but he needs to hang on. Gotta get to heroic, he's gotta get out an army of his own. As we all know, Egypt super strong in the heroic age. He's gonna lose one of his villagers there with the butter knives and the towers are gonna clean up the rest. 2 peasants go down. Camels finally get cleaned up. Got the crocodile freaking laser beams on its head. Alright, age up is here. He's got 48 villagers to 30. Now he just has to catch up in military and he's gonna be just fine. All right, here we go. Oh, big swarm coming in too. I'm surprised he used it there, to be honest, but maybe he's just trying to win right now. Pushing's still going to be hard because, forest protection is really strong. We got a raid happening right in the north right now. Got some Halibardo boys coming out. Oh my god, he's going straight in with the Eclipse. These Sphinx are going to go crazy. Got building back there, Imperial Academy. He's got stuff everywhere. He's forest protection in the north. I'm surprised. I guess he's wanting to try to protect the gold gatherers here from the Sphinx, but I guess the Sphinx are just not being affected by the, oh, there it goes, by the forest protection. It was affected right there at the end. But so many villagers dying. Still has the villager lead, believe it or not. Even with all these vills dying, still has the villager lead. Just needs to catch up in military. And I know that bar looks scary about how much more Matreiuss has, but it's 11 to 30, which is really not that bad. I think now is where Soup's going to stabilize, but keep this in mind. It is, was this double TC now to double TC, but Matreiuss now has the middle of the map. There was a few Halibardo boys, and there was a couple, but they kept dying. To the Sphinx. Gonna try to push in here again. Earthwall is still available, by the way. Surprised he hasn't tried to use that. Sending your Halibardo boys in to fight Sphinx is not a good idea. You do have that hero back there, though, which is gonna be very helpful against the Sphinx, as well as the Petsukos. So he was trying to get a wall up there, but Halibardo should be able to push back those camels, no problem. Fighting that narrow corridor is really good. We got a tower up here as well. He's turning wall segments into towers, guys. That is look at this. This is fantastic. That's such a funny tech. Like, I just want to know the guy that thought of that. Like, which dev was just like, yeah, this is good. Let's make wall segments turn into towers. I love it. I love it. Oh, double siege workshop. Matreiuss wants to go for blood. Finally, a Baoli making its way onto the field. I'd like to see a bunch of wall segments made in front of it, too. That'd be kind of fun. Barracks coming up behind that. Another barracks as well. Ooh, Sphinx upgrade coming in. Look at that. All right, Soup, you got to catch up because your opponent is about to go Mythic, and that is going to be a huge problem. Yep. And there it is, guys. Osiris is coming in. Soup's got to batten down the hatches. He's getting everything healed up with those priests. Oh, man, this is going to be tough, guys. He's getting up his own military. The thing is, the son of Osiris is going to go crazy. Crazy. Honestly, I'd be building a bunch of walls behind in front of this. Bunch of walls. Get the wall upgrade and just, you got to survive. You have to survive. I like this getting some upgrades here, though. Getting some siege crossbows out, too. I like that. Do they bump back elephants? I don't know. Time to find out. It'd be funny if you actually put a few units in that rock and then just dropped them in up here, but I guess it wouldn't matter because there's 2 towers sitting there. Not too much to do with that. Yeah, the siege crossbow. Here we go. The siege of Ba Sing Se in reverse. Soup is also aging up, but his is not going to be here for a little while. Siege cross. No, it's pretty good, man. It shoots telephone poles. And it's not like it's super expensive. I mean, 150, 150 is not terrible. Here we go. Oh, God, he's here. The man, the myth, the legend. Son of Osiris. Can he hang on to Mythic, boys? He may be forced to use Earthwall if he gets pushed. Only having 1 Baoli here is not good either. Chariot Archer micro? Well, luckily he doesn't have that many. Yeah, see, you say the siege crossbow is bad, but a catapult is 200, 200, right? So I don't think siege crossbow is too bad. And look at that. Oh, God, he almost just died. I think, yeah, so cost-wise, I think it's fine. I wonder what the range difference is as well. Let me see. 28. Where'd it go? 26. Oh, maybe it should get a little more range. I don't know. But it's fine. Oh, God, there's another Migdol stronghold going up. Dude, just back up, Soup. This is not your fight. Oh, big ram's coming in. Oh, my God. Yo. Look at he's going bowling. That's crazy. Stay right. Guys, he's lining it up. He's lining them up. You guys know what's about to happen. Oh, he's pushing him into his... Oh, my God. And he resigns mid-tidal wave. What? Look at that. It's got my computer shaking. That's nuts. Let me remove my UI. I can record this and use this as like a background screen or something. Hold on. Look at that. Get the little poor little Petsuko sitting there. Ah! Ah! Let me hold on. Wait 1 second. Let's see this. How much of it's gonna let me do it? Let me see. Let's see. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Let me get in here. Let me get in here. Hold on. Hold on. All right, there. That's good. That's good. Yep. Yep. Rotate. Oh. There it is. Yep. Hold on. Maybe go up a little higher. Should be disqualified for ruining content. Look at the rock in the bag. He's like, I'm out. That's Petsuko's. Yeah, I mean, he's riding it. He's not more afraid of the water. He's riding the wave. Oh yeah, that's the money shot. That's the money shot right there. Okay, hold on. Let me mess with this. Oh no, I don't like that one. I don't like that one either. Stay with default. That'll work. I don't know if I have to do. Yep, that's good. That's good. We're good. All right. Beautiful. 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 Rip the UI. Don't worry about the UI. That great flood was crazy. Diabolical, mate. That was Nua, right? Yeah. I think the next game's already about to start, so. Why did he resign? Because he got hit by the flood. Still winnable. He was behind quite a bit economically. Oh, wow. We're jumping straight into the next game already. All right. Give me 1 sec, guys. Studio mode. Red is on the right. Perfect. Everything seems lined up. All right. No, the God band's not random. They pick their bands. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, in the upper left, in the blue, currently down 0-2 in this best. Wait a minute. Why are the names messed up? Hold on. In this best of 5, we have Matreiuss playing as Hades. He's got that cool portrait up there as well. In the bottom right, in the red, we've got Soup playing as Freya. And this is Scorched Marsh. This is one of the special variants for the tournament. Doesn't change balance in any way, just changes the cosmetics. Is it a question of knowing your opponent's best god? It could, or it could also be, instead, just choosing the god that you are worst against, the god that you don't like playing against the most. So you can either pick the god, like that's how, you know, tournament drafts work, and you have to think about either, do I want to play against their best god, or do I want to play against the god that I hate playing against the most, right? Because that's what you got to think about when banning, for sure. Wow, is there a prediction? Yeah, prediction is live, guys. Vote for that prediction. Let's go. About halfway done. By the way, now that we got more people in here, if the person is here that gifted all those subs yesterday, seriously, thank you so much. That was we got to like a level 7 hype train. Some guy, it was anonymous. It was an anonymous gifter, dropped like 25 subs yesterday. I was like on my feet. I couldn't believe it. It was for the last game of the day too. I was freaking out. Is it the Age of Mythology World Cup? Call it that. It's Mythic Wars. Let's take a look at the relics. We have 6 relics on the map. Feather of the Jinjue, player food trickle rate 0.5 per second. We have the Arrows of the Alpha. Building damage, immediate attack, and range attack plus 20% of base. We have the Tower of Cestus. Sentry Tower, damage bonus versus myth units 1x. That's pretty good. And we have the Black Lotus Villager Gather rate from farm and Chenong's farm, plus 10% of base. Archimedes Ledger, Siege Pop. Don't get that. It's gonna ruin the middle bar. No. We have the 9 cauldrons. Human soldiers from fortress type. Wait, human soldiers from fortress type buildings and alternate forms. Damage, vulnerability to hack. Pierce, 5%. Okay. Wash money. See, for them to wash money in the channel, that would require me getting them money after they sub to me. That's just not going to happen. All that money is going to Pepsi. Every penny. Pepsi and making my computer better so I can run the game at even higher settings and not cook it. I'm not very smart with my money. No. I spend it all on computer stuff to make streams look better, and then my computer cooks itself, and then the process repeats. That's the way we do things here. Yo, what's going on, Spencer? Suckling down. Actually, no, I've actually been on a diet, believe it or not. I've had like maybe like 6 cans of Pepsi in like a month. Usually I drink one while I'm casting if I wake up in the morning because I'm not a coffee person. So I'll just drink like a Pepsi or whatever. Or tea. I don't do tea either. Motherboard and Ace Rock. I don't remember what it was. I got rid of it, and I have like a really nice motherboard now. It actually has like the digital code thing on it. I can actually tell you what it is. Hold on a minute. What I have now. I think I have a 2 PCs set up. I don't know what's in the cheaper. I got the ROG Strix X870E X870E-E Gaming Edition. It was like one of the best motherboards you could get at the time, and I got it because I was so sick of my computer crashing, and I got it because it has that little digital code on it. So like anytime it's doing anything, a little digital number thing is on the motherboard and actually tells me if there's what issues are happening at the time. What do you drink in winter? What do you mean? I drink I mostly drink water now. Strawberry kiwi Propel, or just regular water. I'm also trying to eat better as well. I found this place near me that sells cheaper meats once a month, so I kind of stock up like on steak and stuff like that. Matt's still the favorite to win. Well, I mean, it's the predictions per game, not per series, so. You don't think he's doing well right now? I think he's doing good. It's a really good back and forth game here. By the way, guys, I mean, it's Hades versus Freyr. I personally think it's a really good game regardless if it goes past Mythic. But let me know in the chat. I know there's a lot of you in here right now. I want to know, would you rather be Hades if the game goes past like 30 minutes, or would you rather be Freyr if the game goes past 30 minutes in this situation? And why? Tell me why, if you can. Drink something hot. I don't drink hot stuff. I don't like any hot drinks. I'll drink a hot chocolate, maybe, you know, like on the very rare occasion, but I'm not a hot drink person at all. I don't get cold. Like, I've never gotten cold really in my life. I mean, it's funny because it gets really cold here, but like, I would rather be cold than hot. I hate being hot, dude. I can't stand it. People that live like in like Texas and like South Florida and stuff, I don't know how you guys do it. Obviously, like, you know, was it Northern Australia, I guess? I don't know where it's hotter there and things like that. Hot apple cider. I drink vinegar. If anyone here has wrestled before, you'll understand that. I'm not going to go into details on that, but the screen's weird. What do you mean? How's the screen weird? Don't say that. Don't mess with my what? You can't say stuff like that in my stream unless there's something actually wrong. I'll start spazzing out trying to figure out what's wrong. Soup is on the right. Red. What? What do you mean better now? What? Don't. Okay. You need to understand, you could talk trash about my casting, me, the game, whatever, but I take pride on the way the stream looks. And once you attack that, I start falling apart. Like, I can't. My mind just messed up. By the way, this has been an extremely even game. I mean, they are sitting equal basically on military and pretty much equal on eco as well. And every time they've been trading, they come out basically the same, which is pretty insane when you really think about it. But now it looks like Matreiuss is actually starting to pull ahead a little bit. I love the Berserks. I love the Berserks a lot, but yeah, Matreiuss is going to be winning that. The problem is, can he even really push? Let's take a look here. He can't go. He can go through the side here, but he'll start running into chokes. He can't run to the right because of the Asgardian Hill Fort. I suppose we could start seeing some wall-ups here from Soup. The gout, dude. Nobody gets. Okay, Clicky. No, nobody gets gout anymore. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I feel physically a lot better when I'm eating meats. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. I used to eat a lot of Subway and stuff like that. Dude, if you're getting like either older or you start noticing when you're eating food that like you get tired or whatnot after and all that, well, that really sucks, Click. I feel bad for you. That's very unfortunate, man, if you have gout. I'm so sorry. It's not really a thing anymore as much. But as I was saying, it's bread, guys. Let me tell you something. Bread is like the worst thing for like just your physical tiredness and everything. I don't know how to explain it. It's just that whenever I would have bread or any type of thing or processed food, like in that general sense, I would just feel tired afterward in the middle of the day. Now that I'm eating more meat, just basically meat and stuff like that, I'm not on a pure carnivore diet or anything. But I eat a lot more meat now and a lot less bread when I can, like almost no bread. You know, I go to a restaurant, I'll get their cinnamon bread. You know, when I'm not gonna lie. But like, you know, I do eat a lot less bread and a lot more meat, and I feel a lot better throughout the day. I don't get tired as much, and I don't know, it's just nice. Yeah, bread is definitely not good. Bread makes your brain slow. I mean, that might be true. I don't know. I've just been feeling a lot better since I've done more meat, less bread. I went completely Pepsi free for 3 months. I didn't really notice much of a difference, to be honest. That was weird. I thought I'd notice a lot more difference. What I did notice, I got less headaches. And yeah, Matreiuss is going to take this one. We knew that for a while. After that one fight, he kind of just stood there with like 80 pop to like 2. Guys, by the way, don't take health advice from me. I'm just some dumb streamer. But I'm just telling you my personal take. That's all. I'm not going to sit here and say that I know more because I'm just some figurehead playing a game or watching a game. Don't take anything I say as fact. I'm just telling you my own personal experience. All right, new prediction. We can get it from the mod, please. Bad fight for Soup. He would wish he should win this. I don't look. You say should win. I wonder if I can pull up. Does that work? Let me see something real quick. Hold on. I'm not sure what the power. I have a link actually. Let me see something real quick. What can we do with this? What can we do? I even do that? Okay, OBS is not liking this, but I can't click that right now. We'll figure that out. By the way, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying the casting. Sorry I didn't cast as much that game. We got on a little bit of a tangent. Normally I try to stay on topic, but you start talking about food. Someone said meat was bad for you, and I love you, Clicky. I really appreciate you being in my streams, but I personally can't agree with that. Matreiuss won that game. Oh God, I'm getting a phone call. All right, Scorpion's banned. Man called me in the middle of a stream. I how dare you? Grab the link really quick. By the way, guys, for the first stream of the day, this is pretty insane. Like these matches, these games have been wild. Having network issues? Well, that sucks, man. Another old portrait. Give me 1 sec, guys. Speed that up. Let me go over here. Let me go into this. Go to studio mode. Go into there. Blue is on the left, which is Matreiuss. Off the gods. Good to go. Homemade bread. I guess. I mean, look, I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't eat bread. I'll have the occasional sandwich. I actually really like tuna sandwiches with some mayo on them. Mayo or Miracle Whip. I don't care either one. Well, they're both good to me. I don't care. I'll put a little bit of garlic powder on those, and that's it. The tuna, mayo, garlic powder on some bread, and that's a good sandwich right there. But mostly I've been doing red hot sauce with rice, chicken, and then some broccoli. I actually have a rice machine that does broccoli or steams any vegetable, but I like broccoli, so I do broccoli and chicken. And then obviously I do steak as much as I can. Prediction is live, guys. Prediction is live in the chat. In the upper left, in the blue, we got Matreiuss playing as Isis. We all know why he's playing Isis, so he can drop in those serpents on the water. We saw how effective those were as well, by the way. Same thing down here in the bottom right. We got Soup playing as Set. Tuna and mayo is yuck? What? Dude. And then we have, yeah, Set down here in the bottom right for Soup. I just want to say we haven't seen... Or maybe, I'm trying to think, why have we been seeing so much winning from Egypt on Mediterranean? Is it because we haven't seen Egypt on Mediterranean as much lately? I don't know. Because I feel like there's nothing's been changed. My fast forwarding, yeah, we're catching up because we were like 2 minutes behind. It'll catch up in a second. Yeah, we're caught up now. Or we're about to be anyway. It was the beginning of Mediterranean. No one cares about the beginning of Mediterranean. Let's be honest here for a second. You care? Nobody important cares. Serpents are coming down. Looks like we had serpents from both players here. Oh my god, Matreiuss is dominating. Pretty sure. It's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? I mean, it is fair, right? I think Mediterranean has probably the slowest start in the game, right? Maybe Midgard has a slower start. Any pros in chat that are here still? What do you think has a slower start? Midgard or Mediterranean? I think maybe Midgard has a slower start. I don't know. Alright, so that Anubite's getting slapped back. We do have a little pile of animals, plus the Anubite in the north. Ice Arena? Well, I'm not talking, we're not talking, Arena doesn't count in that metric. Of course, Arena's just slower start, but I was talking about water maps in general. But Ice Arena, we can talk about the map and look at it because it's so pretty. Regular Arena, no. I'm not going to sit there and look at that map. Ice Arena, though? Yes. For those who've been watching the tournament lately, which of the edited or tournament maps have you guys enjoyed the most in terms of visuals? I'll tell you what. Lava Ghost Lake's been growing on me. I don't know what it is. I like the ice and I like the lava. I like it. Tundra? Tundra's not in the map pool. Oh. Are we just going straight? No wonder it let me fast forward so much. The game was already over. We're going to game 5. I promise it's not scripted. I promise it's not scripted. I don't know. Guys, I don't think there's ever been an RTS tournament with this many games going to match point. I don't understand what it is. It doesn't make any sense how I'm getting so lucky. I don't understand it. I don't know how we as the viewers are getting this lucky when we get a game 5. That is crazy. I am not complaining. It is the opposite. This is nuts. Okay. Game 5, guys. The prediction didn't even end yet. Oh my God. Some people are getting paid. All right, let me jump in over to the God draft. That's crazy. What? No way. I don't know. Does Isis have a better... I guess Isis would do better than Set there a little bit, right? Maybe Refund is better here. Nope. No refunds. That's the problem. Look, these gambling addicts need to learn. All right, guys, we're going to jump into game number 5 in a moment here. Yeah, normally when I speed up the camera, so for those that don't know, the way the speeding up works when I do the fast forward, normally it stops me after a minute because we were only like a minute behind. And then someone asked me if I was still fast forwarding. I was like, I am still fast forwarding. Why is that? Well, what happens is if the game ends, right, it allows you to fast forward all the way to the end and it disregards the delay. You like Scorch Marsh? I think Ice Arena is the best looking one, but that's just me. I think it's gorgeous. I think Ice Arena should be the new arena. About 3 minutes and 30 seconds before we jump in. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, do me a favor and smack that follow button. If you want to help support me as a streamer and a content creator, you can donate or subscribe using the links in the chat. You can also gift subs, bits. All those things help out a lot. Sunday next week, I'll be doing a thing on my stream where it lets me make gifted subs cheaper. So hopefully people save up their gifted subs and the grand final will just be insane for that, I hope. But whoever that was yesterday that was doing all those gifted subs, the anonymous person, you are insane. To gift that many subs and to remain anonymous, like that's crazy. There's like 25 gifted subs, all anonymous. We had other people as well, but the anonymous person, that's nuts. 80 is much stronger than Freyr in late game. You think so? I think they're both really good. A lot of top players say one way or the other. Now, I do have a link thing that can actually tell me the difference there. If I can find it. For about 2 minutes. Let me see if I can grab this actually. Because these stats are always interesting to me. Let's see. So if we do 80 on this page. It doesn't show versus what specific gods, unfortunately, but Hades has like a 55% win rate overall when games go past 40 minutes. And then Freyr has a 56% win rate. And what did I say Hades had? It's like the same? 55. So Hades has a 55% win rate when games go over 40 minutes, and then Freyr has a 56%. So they're basically dead even super late game. I don't know what you guys think about those stats. That's interesting. All right, guys, we're jumping into the game in 12 seconds. We are tied up 2-2. Looking at the gods left over and the map left over, let me update that. We are going to be going to Midgard. I assume Zeus. It's got to be Zeus, right? How many games each? No, that was like the total. That wasn't just the top players, the number I just gave you. That was like total. Like all players. I don't have the stats for just a tournament for that, unfortunately. All right, guys. We're going to swap the screen over here in a second. Swap colors. Hold on. On the right. Zeus, yes, sir. I gotta swap the names. Bingo. All right. I think we should play the same game. So what we can do, actually, this is gonna be kind of neat. I can actually go in to the thingy-mabobber and tell you guys this map and matchup how it goes typically. If I can find the right link. Hold on. All right, so let me go into here. Gods, Zeus, and Thor. Will the giveaway be? It'll be a little bit later, man. A little bit later, Congo. I can put the map on Iranian and filter. Okay. So Thor hasn't been picked, like, at all on this map. What? How is that possible? A lot of Hades have been picked on this map. Where's Thor at? Yeah, Thor hasn't been picked on this map in the tournament? It doesn't even make sense. That's crazy. Zeus has a 69% win rate on the map, though. Anyway, in the upper right, in the blue, we have Matreiuss going to be playing as Zeus. And on the left-hand side, in the red, we've got HuskSuppe. They're going to be playing as the mighty Thor. Funnily enough, it's the god of thunder versus the god of lightning. Heavily Zeus favorite. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I was talking about before, I think this map's a really, really slow start. Let's take a look at the rugs. We got the Svadafadi Sledge. Fortress-like building cost, fair cost set to 0. Okay, so it makes fortresses super cheap in terms of favor. With the Zerang, walled, regenerate HP. That's really good. The Titan's Treasure. Age upgrade, Secrets of the Titans, 10%. That's pretty good for cheap, making that a little bit cheaper. We got the Kuai Drum. Hero increase the damage by 0.25 per 1% hit points lost. So that's like, is that just like Hamask? Right? The Hamask upgrade for the Odin Berserks. Pretty close. Someone summons Kratos. You know what I find insane? My brother played those games. I watch him play. I never actually played them. I played like the original ones a long time ago. But when I watched him play the Nord, whichever one it was, where he fought against Thor, one of the funniest things I'd ever seen in my life. People don't realize in that first fight when Kratos fought Thor, Thor killed him and then revived him with the hammer to keep running the fade. Do you know how insane that is? He killed Kratos. You can go back and watch it. He kills Kratos, then revives him with his hammer because he wants to keep fighting him. That is insane. What's going on here? There he is. There's the god of war. That's cool. Isn't that crazy? Speaking of PlayStation stuff, did you guys know that Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox? That's nuts to me. I know most of you PC players do not care, but that's kind of big news. Kratos is holding. Listen, he died. It doesn't matter. Aren't there rumors that the next pantheon he's going to is the Egyptians, right? Or is that not true? I don't know. Could you imagine him fighting like Anubis or something? That'd be insane. Kratos versus Anubis would just be like, that would go so hard. Dwarven Armory coming up. Isn't this pretty late? Is Soup taking a page out of B's book and going for the late Dwarven Armory? I'm not sure there's any pros in chat again, but I wanted to ask, like, what is the benefit? I think someone answered before. What's the benefit of going for a much later Dwarven Armory here? I mean, you age up a little quicker, but I'm not 100% sure. We do got a fight here out on the water. He bolted the ship? Okay. A lot of you guys won't remember. There was actually a God of War game on the PSP. It was called God of War Ghost of Sparta, I think. Dude, that was so much fun. PSP was so ahead of its time. Zeus and his Opolites just dominating everywhere is disgusting. You got this, the drum, right? Got a bunch of Hesseal out on the field. So guys, what's the main move here? Like, what do? Do you go, I don't know, try to age up to heroic real quick to go for Husk rolls or something? Because you got to deal with the hoplites, and it's really hard to do that. There's no way he would fight. I don't think he would fight Ra. I think he would fight like Anubis and maybe Osiris and stuff like that. I don't think he would fight Ra. I mean, how do you fight that? Yeah, Kratos versus Anubis would probably be like the coolest fight of that game, without a doubt. Like, that would be such a cool fight. All right, nice raid here onto the wood line. Oh boy. Okay. That's an amazing raid with 2 hippos, I'm not gonna lie. Uh, 27 villager count to 26. Again, we don't know the ship count unless we click it, but again, if there's any modders out there that makes me a mod so I can have like a 4th bar here that shows the ship / caravan count or trade count, whatever you want to call it, that'd be nice. Getting ready to fight on the water again. Something I know is a lot of players don't even fight on the water on Midgard anymore. They just kind of just do their own thing, and then maybe they'll send their myth unit when they age up. Dude, that troll just got some insane damage in. By the way, this Zeus going into Hippus right now is actually a huge brain play by Matreiuss, because what it's going to do is it's going to force a bunch of herdmen and things out that Soup doesn't want to build. And then when he's finally done with all these raids, that's when the real Hoplite spam begins. And Zeus just gets so crazy. These raids are amazing right now. Like, seriously, guys, like, Matreiuss is going absolutely insane. Getting so many villager kills, it's crazy. No way. No, it's gonna, yeah, I was like, there's no way he kills that. That would have been so bad. Fight on the water again here. Looks like he did win that water battle. Both players are aging up. The Zeus is a little ahead. He's starting to get his upgrades behind it too. Are any of my Age of Empires 4 people here from yesterday, or are all the Age of Empires 4 people gone because B's gone? They were fun having in the chat, but I don't think they're gonna watch anymore. Wow, he's actually going into Hippaspis. Huh. At least he's mixing them in anyway. It's a good move. I just didn't expect it. Hillfort coming up right on the gold. Does he have the time to get it up? Because it looks like Matreiuss wants to fight here really bad. He's got bronze at the ready as well. We got Healing Spring and Frost, though. Frost Giant's going to come in to Frost the Hydra. That was bad micro by Soup. He should have saved that special ability and used it on the Hydra. So a little bit of a misclick there. And it looks like the Hill Fort does not go up. Oh, God. He's rebuilding it again in the back. We got Odysseus chasing down the Frost Giant. There he goes. Catches the Hydra. Hill Fort coming up. We do got a big old water battle. Where's the boy at? There he is. The Kraken should be out there somewhere. Theseus goes down. Frost Giant survives, but he's going to go down as well. Hill Fort coming up. I expect a fortress from Matreiuss. Why there isn't one, I have absolutely no idea. I was going to say, there it is, but no, it's a market. Where's the creature? Huh. Did it die? Oh, there he is. There he is. He's up top taking him down. Oh, God, that's such a cool unit. Wait, these have that frost ability? Yeah, the Skatey's Breath. Look at that. Modifies melee attack against myth units, except Titan and all that. So it actually can freeze the myth units. That's so good. That's so good. Such a great ability. Kind of OP, but it is what it is. There should be a unit that goes to both land and water. Don't the Chinese have that? And I actually talked about that. Some of the, I think some of the water myth units need a rework. I think the Karkinos, whatever you want to call it from the Greeks, that should be able to go on land. I mean, there's no reason it shouldn't. The Kraken should be able to throw your own ships later on if you want. You should be able to chuck them like an artillery unit. I'm being dead serious, by the way. The Kraken should be able to chuck your ships like onto land to have them do damage. I'm going to talk about that since the beginning, but there's other things as well. No, the Chinese have that electric fish thing. That doesn't go on there. Petrobolo's on the field! Big Frost coming down to freeze this area as he takes down the fortress. And there's going to be a ceasefire. But the Frost will last a little bit longer. And while that's going on, we still have that raid near the TC section, but with ceasefire, that won't be able to do any damage himself. By the way, guys, the water has been, like, completely dominated. Soup has absolutely dominated Matreiuss on the water, which means Matreiuss has to win this fight. If he loses this fight, he's dead. Honestly, I'd be building another fortress. I would be building another fortress so he doesn't have any money. Oh my God. Look at his resources. They're completely stunted. This is not good. This is not good for Matreiuss, guys. Soup is going crazy. Bronze getting activated. Oh my God. Activated a little early there. But here we go. Can he fight back? Petrobolo's going after that hill fort. Might be able to take her down. Bronze continuing forward. 37 military to 70, though, is not good for Matreiuss. He's got to get another fortress behind this. Oh boy. Yeah, he's got the back up. There's so many throwing axemen. Matreiuss is in danger, guys. He is in some serious danger. The water has been completely overrun. Without a fortress here on the front line, holding this area is going to be extremely difficult. What do we got here? Another hill fort in the back. Got some berserks randomly running forward. There must be a bad rally or something. Guys, Soup's eco, I know it looks right here like he's down in eco. He is not. He is not. That eco does not count for all of those fishing ships in the water here. I mean, his eco is just stupendous right now. And again, with Matreiuss not having a fortress, that's such a huge problem. You know, Zeus does have an insane late game. If he can get there, I just don't know how he'll do it. I have no idea. We scouted some gold out down there with some of his hippos. Again, no fortress here is kind of crazy. I think maybe he goes for a third TC fortress and then grabs the gold mine. That could be a good move. Maybe same thing up here. He's getting some food. He's getting gold. But look at the army from Soup at the ready coming in. I like the little raid he's got going down. These guys are really good. You can probably kill quite a few villagers with those. Okay, I don't know where he's retreating to. He doesn't have a fortress. That's a huge issue. And now his gold's about to get overrun. Look how much food Soup has. He was floating 1,400 for a second. Yo, Bizzle, thank you so much for the Prime sub, buddy. Oh man, those villagers are just getting pieced up. And he does not have fishing chips to get food from to fall back on here. So he's losing actual importance. What is that? Where are you going with those petrobolos? You are insane, Matreiuss. And everything down here gets cleaned up. Ladies and gentlemen, Soup is your victor and will be moving on in the tournament.